These are the dominant 7th chords with a raised 11th or flat 5 in some cases on C. String group 1, 2, 4, 5. The basics again are from bottom to top, root, 5th, 3rd, and 7th. So for a C7 flat 5, it's C, G flat, E, and B flat. Invert to E, B flat, G flat, and C. And then they repeat the shape, F sharp, C, B flat, and E. And repeat again, B flat, E, C, and G flat, or F sharp. Now, to make them more sharp 11 type chords, we include the G. So the possibilities off the first station, a couple of them. C, G, F sharp, and B flat. It's nice. C, F sharp, or G flat, D, and B flat. And this one's a great movable one for the whole tone scale. So that's a nice voicing for that. Notice that it reappears, here, and we'll deal with that in terms of the added tones in a minute. But right here, if we go to this one kind of aligns us with the minor 7 flat 5 on E, and of course they're the same sound. So here's the regular dominant, there's the flat 5, looking like an E minor 7 flat 5. C can go to D to give us that voicing, which is repeatable like we just said. We can also put an A here, so E, B flat, A, and D, sounding like a 13th. And there's your sharp 11 again. So any of these, even this chord, E, C, F sharp, and D, is okay, has that sound. If we go to this one, of course we can bring this down to A. This B flat to A is okay. Also, the E going to D is a nice voicing. And that works as a C7 with a sharp 11 type family sound. You have a D there. And then finally, this last one has some of the same attributes here, like this. You can notice that some of the fingerings are movable. B flat, E, D, and G flat. And you can move that top voice to A, B flat, E, D, and A. So it looks like a B flat major 7 with a flat 5. Move the top or the inner voice to C. So all of those have that sound. The interesting thing to note too, as we go through these, we go back to this one in particular, is we said the E minor 7 flat 5 option is there. Now there are a multitude of voicings that can follow from this. So for instance, E, B flat, F sharp, and A. It's very common, and then move that, so that moves backwards to a C7. Additionally, if we look at this, we can start to see different other types of chords open up. For instance, if we exchange voices between A and F sharp, we have an F sharp 7, sharp 9, and we can put a C on top. F sharp, this is F sharp, A sharp, E, and A. But also we can put a C up top. So it can sound like the 7 sharp 11 sound on C. Okay, also with G. So this looks like a G, B flat, F sharp, and A. So a minor major 7 on G, sounding like a C7 with a sharp 11. Likewise, a G minor major 7. Sounds like it. G, B flat, F sharp, and D proper. Maybe put a C up top if you want to as well. Now in moving downwards to collect some more sounds from this family, we stopped here, but if we exchange the voices, we have an F sharp, a B flat, a G, and a D, which sounds like that. And of course that leaves us open to F sharp 7 sounds with a sharp 5 and a sharp 9. So coming from a resolution that would go more to B major normally. This sort of a thing So now we're getting close to resolving to B major as well. So we have a resolution to B major, but also to F major. Continuing on, we have F sharp, B flat, A, and D. Move the top D to E, and there's your proper sharp 9. And again, can resolve here, or it can resolve to F is fine as well. So either one. So that's the B. This is the B. So this is the B sound, and now this is the F sound as a resolution. So F sharp, B flat, A, and C, and of course going to B or going to F. So I can do either one. You can hear the resolution. Okay, but still we're substituting for a C7. We're moving ahead from this F sharp, sharp 9, we're going to go to a G minor 6 or an E minor 7 flat 5, which of course can substitute for a C7. If we move the top to F sharp, we have a G minor major 7 proper, okay? Also, include the C. So we have G, E, C, and F sharp, which substitutes for a C7. Each of them substitutes for a C7. So again, the G minor major 7 family acting as a C7 substitute. So all of these. Now, there's something to consider to bring in now a B flat major 7 with a sharp 5 for this family as well. It's the same type of sounds. If we take the G minor major or the E minor 7 flat 5, okay, and we raise the G to A, we have a B flat major 7 with a sharp 5. Voice exchange, B flat, D, A, and F sharp. Resolving to C7, or acting as a C7, resolving to F, or resolving to B flat major or B major. So we have this. We said before that a B flat major 7 could resolve by half step to B. So further confirms that. So here's the B flat major 7 sharp 5. Can be replicated here. B flat, F sharp, D, and A. You can hear it sound for the C7, resolving to B, or resolving to F. So either one is fine. The other thing to consider with this is this. We took the G minor major, move the G to A, B flat major 7 flat 5. Now if we move the D to E, we have an F sharp 7 with a sharp 9, especially through voice exchange. So this was A, E, B flat and F sharp. Sounds more like an A13 with a flat 9 going to D, which we can keep. That sounds nice. You know, kind of going from that sounds okay. But if we exchange the voices, A goes to B flat and B flat goes to A, there's our F sharp 7 sharp 9 again, resolving either to the B or resolving to F through a C7 sharp 11 type sound. So we can do this anywhere. So for instance, we take the E minor flat 5 in this area, or a G minor major 7. We have a D in the bass. It's a little tense, but it works. And we can revoice it. So we can move the D to B flat, D, B flat, F sharp, and A. So there's our B flat major 7 with a sharp 5th. And then if we move the E, we've got our F sharp 7 sharp 9. And you could easily illustrate that actually on the middle 4 family. G minor major 7, move G to A, B flat major 7 sharp 5, move the D to E, and there of course is your familiar F sharp 7 sharp 9. Now, the interesting thing here too is all of these F sharp voicings that come from the G minor type family or the G minor melodic type family, B flat major 7 sharp 5, whatever you want to call that. If they're moved by a tritone, any of these voicings, they now behave differently. So now the resolution would be differently. Or if you move them, for instance, like this, you know, it has that kind of a sound because it's a G. But if you move it to behave more like, for instance, this, if we take this voicing, this E, now if we move that a tritone up, here it behaves as a C7, but here it behaves as a C7 with a sharp 9, coming from more of the sharp 5, sharp 9 family. So all of those voicings that come from G minor family, if we move them a tritone for the D flat, we'll see that they behave as the sharp 5 and the sharp 9, flat 5, and flat 9 family of sounds, or what people call a melodic minor, up a semitone sound. And we'll also access those through, the diminished scale sounds, which can be altered, as we'll see in another video.